Well, hello guys, PokePlayer, and today I'm back for another video, and today's video is going to be a new moveset video, and today's moveset video is Seviper, and today's moveset video is about Seviper, I meant to say. And Seviper is a pretty cool poison type. It's a mono poison type, and it's a pretty cool one, to be honest. It's one of my favorite poison types, if I'm pretty honest about it, and I really like using it in PU, and I'm going to share two of the sets that actually one set I came up with myself today, and another set I have used before, and I think I have showed that in a few sessions on Showdown as well. So if you want to check it out, I will leave the session in the description below in which I use the first moveset. And let's just start off with the movesets, and let's just start off with the stats of Seviper first. So Seviper has some pretty interesting stats. It is not the most bulky Pokemon, actually pretty lackluster in bulk and not a lot of speed, but it has quite some good offenses. But let's just start off with the Pokédex entry for Seviper. Seviper is named as the Fang Snake Pokemon in the Pokédex, which is pretty cool because, as you guys can see from the Seviper or from the Seviper sprite, you don't really want to be bitten by a Seviper. Those fangs are really dangerous. The abilities that Seviper has are Shed Skin, which is an ability that allows you to lose the status condition that is inflicted to you 30% of the time for every turn, which is pretty decent. It's a really good ability actually. And the hidden ability is Infiltrator, which means that you can hit through subs and screens with your moves, which is really decent as well. For the stats, Seviper has a 73 HP stat, and 100 base attack stat, and 160 defense stat, 100 base special attack stat, and 60 special defense stat, and 65 speed stat. So all those stats are pretty meh. The attack and special attack are really nice. It's a good mixed attacker, but the bulk is not there. 60 on both defenses and 73 HP. It's not a lot, so that's why Seviper is not the most used Pokemon, but it is still a pretty decent Pokemon and a really good mixed attacker, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So let's start off with our first moveset. So the first moveset that I'm going to discuss with you guys is the Speedy or the Wall Breaker Seviper. Those are actually two movesets in one, but I'm going to discuss the Speedy Seviper first. So for the Speedy Seviper set, you will have to run either the Knave or Timid nature. Both can work because they're both speed boosting natures. Knave nature is there for if you want to run a physical move like Knockoff or Sucker Punch, and Timid if you don't want to run a physical move on this set. So for the ability, definitely go with Infiltrator. I made a bit of a derp in making this picture in Photoshop. I forgot to get rid of Shed Skin. You don't want to be running Shed Skin on both of these movesets, to be honest. It's not a good ability on this one. But for the item, you should go with the Choice Scarf if you want to go for the Speedy Seviper, and the moves Sludge Wave, Flamethrower and Giga Drain. Those are probably the best move that you want to run, because those give you a really good coverage, and you can definitely attack quite a few months with this set. Quite a good team and wall breaker actually. For the last move, you can go with Switcheroo if you like to cripple some walls, Knockoff or Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch if you still need some priority on your team, and Knockoff if you just want a bit of mixed power going on. And for the EV spread, go with 252 speed, 252 special attack, and 4 attack. And if you are not running any physical moves, then I would just give those 4 attacks in HP or defense, special defense. It doesn't really matter where you put those last EVs. For the Wall Breaker Seviper, you should go with either, well, probably Knave nature. That's probably the best one, because you'll probably be better off running some physical moves as well if you want to break some walls. Because it's good to have Knockoff for things like Grumpig in the tier. For the ability, go with Infiltrator. Is still one of the better ability in this case. And for the item, go with Life Orb, because Life Orb Seviper can do some damage with that 100 base attack and 100 base special attack. Moves, again, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, Giga Drain. I would definitely recommend those 3. Earthquake is there, but honestly those 3 are probably the best ones. And I would recommend going with Knockoff on this one. Or Sucker Punch, because you are not locked into Sucker Punch. That's always good. And the EV spread is still the same, 252 speed, 252 special attack and 4 attack. So that was the first moveset. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's go on to our second moveset, the Gimmicky Seviper set. And the last moveset that I'm going to show you guys today is the Gimmicky Snake set. And honestly, this is the same moveset that you see on a lot of what is it called again? R-Box, on a lot of R-Box. And this is a coil boosting Seviper. It's really interesting. I'm not sure if it works. I feel like it's probably too gimmicky, but I will still want to drop it down there as a possibility for you guys to run it. And I feel like if you get it off, you'll be very satisfied, because you'll never see a moveset like this on Seviper, to be honest. And with this moveset, you want to go with a specially defensive Seviper with the nature Careful and the ability Shed Skin. Shed Skin means that, of course, you have a 30% of losing the status condition on you, and that's really good because if you get burned, there's a good chance that you lose it, which is always good. The item Black Sludge Leftovers, of course, you want to get as much health back every turn, because that's really important on the set. The moves Coil, which means that you boost your attack, defense and accuracy. Although accuracy is not very important on the set, because Seviper doesn't have a lot of moves with low accuracy. And unfortunately also doesn't learn Gunk Shot like Arbok does. You still want to be boosting up the defense and attack, which are both really good on this set. For the other move, I would go with Glare or Taunt. Both pretty good moves. Taunt if you not want to get walled out by walls, which can wall you out with their typing or something like that. And Glare with just to cripple other Pokemon that are possibly offensive and don't like to get paralyzed. And that means that you are faster next turn, which means that you can get up another coil most likely. For the other move, Poison Jab and Sucker Punch, I would definitely recommend these two. They're really good on this set. Sucker Punch, because if you get walled down, or if the opponent hits you too hard and you did get quite a few boosts off, you can still get a good chunk of damage off with Sucker Punch. Although it doesn't stab, it's still 80 base power priority move, really nice. Poison Jab, stab, you know what it is. And Earthquake, good coverage move for poison types. For the EV spread, I would go with 248 HP, which means that you are an odd HP number, so rocks affect you a little less, if you know what I mean. 252 special defense and 4 attack. So you want to go really specially defense so that you are able to take special defensive hits and boost up your defense so that you will be able to take both specially offensive hits and physically offensive hits. So that's what you want to run on this set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this set, because I think it's pretty cool. I know Arbok is better at doing this stuff, but if you want to run a gimmicky set on Seviper, you should definitely try this out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did. I really like Seviper, and I think that these two movesets will definitely help you out making some use out of Seviper, because it's a really cool Pokemon and I would love to see it used a bit more, because it has definitely has some possibilities of usage. It has a good coverage, so people should use it more in my opinion. And well, if you have any Pokemon that you want me to make a moveset video for, leave a comment in the comments down below, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Later.